Before we move on from the story, I just got to know, when you went to this woman who has amassed this incredible success and she's got this, and you said, yo, we're going to do a campaign where you get kidnapped. I'm talking, we need billboards, we need video, we need this, we need budget.
Right.
What was her response to that?
I'm with it. Really? It's like, I'm with it. Like, I've never even thought of anything like that. And I'm like, really? Like, you want to sign right now? Like, you got the budget now?
What's going on, family? David Shands. I want to give you a special invitation to the Morning Meetup, themorningmeetup.com. It is the only organization that gathers every single morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we help you learn entrepreneurship, grow as an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur, or you just get to be in an environment, a network of all entrepreneurs. Literally hundreds of entrepreneurs gather on a Zoom call every single morning, Monday through Friday, okay? So I want to give you a special invitation to help grow your business and your brand all this year, okay? Every single day. You eat every day for your health. You brush your teeth every day for your hygiene. I need you to learn and grow every single day for your mindset, okay? So make sure you go to themorningmeetup.com. It is only $1 trial. You don't need a promo code. Just go $1, themorningmeetup.com. Check it out. If you like us, stay. If not, after that, it's $79 a month. But I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy yourself, okay? So go to themorningmeetup.com. I love y'all. See you in the morning.
The Social Proof Podcast. Streaming now on all platforms.
Okay, cool. Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast, where we find the dopest people to teach you how they became some of the dopest people. And today, we have a very special guest. Monrae, we're going to ask how your week was first, okay? Because we want to know in the life of an entrepreneur.
Got you.
Hold on. We have Marketing Bae Monrae.
Marketing
Bae. Monrae.
Was my intro disrespectful?
Marketing Bae Monrae. Okay, let's just make sure it's
Bae
clear.
Monrae.
We got
I like
Marketing
that.
Bae Monrae in the house. Y'all go grab y'all's pen, paper, and get ready to get to it.
Oh, what's happening?
That was good. My week was good, though. It was good. A lot of work. Getting our warehouse together, so.
So when you do like $1 million in a year, what I
That's how you
Just
kick
straight?
it off.
Oh,
That's
let's
what we
just get straight into it. But what I realized is it seems like people who are like scaling higher do less work, and it's not as much work. Is that not the case?
That was not the case for 2020.
So what is the case? What is a week look like for you? What does a week look like for you?
So a week looks like me. I start the week with going over the marketing plan with my team, making sure everybody is delegated with whatever they're supposed to do. I make sure Simone knows what I need to happen, and I just make sure
Who's
everything.
Simone?
Simone is my COO.
Okay, gotcha.
So I make sure she knows everything that needs to happen for the week, and we get orders out. We make sure all our marketing campaigns are out. We send 2 emails a day, one text a day, 3 posts a day. So we got to make sure all of that is flowing. So I just make sure it's all going out.
Okay, I know that you're super hands-on.
Yes,
Because Dave is excited. Look at his face right
I'm
now.
hyped.
He's about
I'm
to
about to
take
steal
all
all
the
your
questions.
I'm stealing all your
All
sauce.
the airtime, right?
Go ahead.
As a COO, you said a whole lot just in this statement.
Okay.
Like, we just went straight into it. I do this, and this. Simone got me on this. How, are you doing team meetings every single week? How are you managing this multi-million-dollar empire that you have managed to manifest into real life?
Period. Okay, so let's start with I don't have it all together.
Okay.
So
Right.
Let's know that. But how I've been doing it is every Monday we have a meeting. We have a small meeting on Monday. It's about 30 minutes to just dive into our weeks. But on Tuesday is our mastermind meeting for the week, because a lot of people I noticed on Mondays, they were still in the weekend. So when we would talk Monday mornings, they wouldn't have anything together. I'm like, so what we doing? Well, I don't know, So on Tuesdays we start doing our big team meetings. So we create an agenda, and I welcome them. I get excited. I tell everybody what happened last week. I give congratulations on we did this. Oh, the email rate was this, whatever. Give congratulations. Sometimes I give bonuses.
This is weekly?
Yes.
You hiring? Can I work for you?
Sure.
I can earn a bonus.
I can earn me a little bonus.
Take a little reward.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be
Incentive.
nothing crazy, but like, you know, here's a Starbucks gift card, here's an Amazon gift card, whatever, just to incentivize them, you know, because I want us to keep doing
It goes
good.
a long way.
Yeah, so
Let me take that note
that's
real quick. Like, I'm telling you, I'll take a note, right? Because I don't want to miss it. Okay, proceed. I'm sorry.
no, that's what we do. So we start with our agenda. We go through all the things we did good last week, and then we go through everything we're going to do this week. Or if it's at the end of the month, we start talking about next month. So we start planning out all of those things with the whole team.
Oh, yeah, that's work. That's a week.
That's a hectic week.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Donni, how was your week?
Well, I mean, compared to that,
I had a couple calls.
sales calls, talked to you a few times.
Right, we had some conversations.
I had a really good week. I had an opportunity. Me and Monrae had lunch yesterday.
Really? Oh.
We did. We had lunch yesterday, and excited about some things that we're going to be doing together soon.
And what are we going to be doing together soon?
Look, all of us.
Oh no, me and David will put you in a partnership in a second.
For sure.
In a second. No, so not to change course of the conversation, but we're going to put together a mastermind group for women here in Atlanta. So we just want something local where we're holding each other accountable. We
Kind of like the mastermind we just planned to do. We literally, Monrae, I'm telling you, we've been talking about, okay, we're going to put this mastermind together.
Didn't
like,
I
all
tell
right,
you
cool,
that?
let's do it.
Did I tell you that?
And then now, you guys are doing the mastermind and leaving me out and just
No.
making sure it's all for women.
Okay, no, let me say this because I did say, did I not say yesterday?
Doesn't it sound sketchy a little bit?
Eric,
do I
yo,
feel abandoned?
Stay out of this is all I'm gonna say.
Proceed.
Yesterday, did I not say I didn't necessarily want to do an all women's mastermind,
She
but
did.
nobody coming through on the mastermind. It's like the big boys don't want to play with us, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do what we gotta do. Now, here's the thing, Chance, because I feel the way that you're staring
this
through
energy?
my soul.
I'm giving you energy right now.
You're definitely giving me energy. I'm willing to remix all of this.
Okay.
As long as Monrae is willing to remix all of this, right?
down?
I just want
whatever.
right? But see, I just want this power circle. You know the vision. We have to have this incredible power circle.
And what about me, you, and Marcus Rozier? We had a group chat and everything. We went to lunch.
Yo, Marcus
You feel me? That sounds like a mastermind.
and Monrae.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't forget me.
Yeah, no. I'm just
Okay.
saying we started this little group chat.
So we a whole girl boy group. We just put the band together.
Okay.
We need one more person.
Okay. All right. So what are we going to be doing this mastermind now?
Okay, listen. First of all, today is not about the mastermind.
Yes, it is, because we want to get into her mind on how she will put together a mastermind.
I'm just here.
Let me not pull you into our foolishness.
So no, getting back to the question, my week was great. Honestly, a lot has happened. We are on just new energy. The energy insane right now?
Yes, it
The
feels
energy is insane. And David, how was your week?
My week was awesome. Not to date it, but I went to a wedding. I went to a majestic, that's the word I'm gonna use, a majestic wedding, okay?
Yes.
Him 500 had a wedding. I feel like he had to spend $100,000 on flowers.
Had to.
There was flowers, real flowers everywhere.
I saw the
hanging from the
videos.
ceiling, on the wall, these big bowls of flowers, like on every single table. Flowers everywhere. You hear me?
Did it make you, in that moment, because we know you struggle with expressing emotion, in that moment, in that setting, did you get a little emotional?
No, I'm looking at the flowers. At least 100,000.
But that was the first thing he said was the flowers. Like, it wasn't the dance, it wasn't the dress. It wasn't
I'm calculating the whole time.
What vendor just had a major come up, and do I need to get in the flower business?
I'm thinking, yo, who made this bag off these flowers? And I'm looking at the venue. I'm like, okay, maybe the venue provided the flowers and they made a little cut off the. Yo, it was crazy.
Wow.
That is
It was
hilarious.
crazy. And the beautiful part, first, he brought out Major, who sings, what's the song? Why I Love You, is it?
This is why I love
Yeah. let me tell you the scale. So I got married to that song. I got married to that song.
Was
so
it
was
emotional? Did you feel
it was a special place, yes. But he had the artist that sings the song at the wedding. We played a record.
Wedding.
We played the song.
Somebody pressed play on the playlist for us,
the DJ
right?
hit play, and then we walk out, and it's just a beautiful wedding. He has the actual human that sings the song at the wedding.
At the wedding.
And then I started calculating. I wonder what he costs.
I wonder what Major's fee is.
Yo, first off, shouts out to him 500 and her 500. They had a beautiful. I was so inspired, and it was just a good group of people.
Yeah.
There, so,
Yeah.
And I'm glad I got married before that because he put a lot of pressure on a lot of people.
Can't follow that up.
Alex, my man, Alex Good Energy, he was like, dang, man, I'm going to have to bring Beyonce to my joint. He can't talk this.
Right.
I was talking to Trapper. He said, yo, I would have to get a hologram of Luther Vandross singing a song to top this. So, I had an awesome week. I want to get into the jewels, man, so I can have an awesomer week.
Okay.
So I feel like it's
information.
important. We know who you are and all of the amazing things that you've done, but let's talk about, let's introduce who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I am Marketing Bae Monrae. I help e-com brands be able to produce profitable campaigns. I started my business when I was 19 years old. I was a sophomore in college at the University of Southern Mississippi, and I started with a marketing firm. And when I started that, it just started to grow from there.
You started your own marketing firm.
My own marketing firm, yes.
But what I do know that you don't know yet, she didn't know what she was doing.
I didn't know shit.
She didn't know what she was doing.
I didn't know nothing.
So okay, walk me through it.
And let's make sure we're clear because we want to respect the legacy that you're building. This was when you were 19 years old. You're
College.
26 years old today.
Yes, I am 26.
So you've got experience today, but walk us through nothing about marketing. What set it off? Take us through that story.
So I started, and it's so funny because when we had lunch yesterday, that's when I figured it out. Like, dang, I didn't. She was like, what made you qualified? I wasn't. Like, I guess I wasn't because I didn't know. So I saw someone on Instagram, a makeup artist, and she was saying, oh my gosh, I need an assistant. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need a job. So let me DM her. So I DM'd her and I was like, I could be your assistant. And we met up and I became her assistant. So I started to do her, just being her assistant as a makeup artist. But I was like, there's like, you got a little buzz here in Mississippi. So let's grow this a little bit. Let's get on Instagram. So we started to grow her Instagram. And then we started to do more events. Like I would tell her, like, let's do slumber parties where you do their makeup and, things of that nature. So I just would come up with these marketing campaigns for her to grow her brand. And then she started to do celebrity clients. And I was like, oh, this is so much fun. Maybe this is a thing. I don't know. So I figured out this thing was called, at the time I called it brand management. So I was like, okay, I'm managing this brand. And I was like, I would love to do this for more people. So I went and did it for a bakery in Hattiesburg too. And I was like, oh.
Hold on, were you still working with the makeup artist when you started working with the bakery?
No, so I wanted to work with more people. So she wanted me to herself, so I had to go.
She wanted to own you.
Yeah, she figured I was good. It was good.
Here's the thing though, sometimes, so she brings you on and I'm sure she felt like she built you. Almost like, yo, I gave you opportunity and it worked. So what was that conversation like?
I mean, it really wasn't a harsh conversation. It wasn't bad. I just was like, I think I want to do this for more people. And because she never told me what to do. Like, it wasn't like, hey, let's do events. Those were things that came to my mind.
She wanted an assistant.
Yeah, she just wanted an assistant to wash her makeup brushes while she was doing makeup.
Wow.
So, and I did all of that stuff. So I was like, I want to do this for more people. And she was like, well, I still need a full-time assistant. I'm like, I'm in school, so I can't do both, So we just parted ways. She still supports me, to this day. So it wasn't a thing.
Oh, good. Okay.
So now you've discovered this bakery and other brands that you continue to do this for, and you're like, dang.
This is lit.
This is lit. This is working.
Yeah,
How much were you making with the first person?
Maybe $200 a month. Maybe. And I was in college at the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Higher college.
Right. I know, for sure.
It's definitely different now because they like, no, I need $5,000.
Oh, 100%.
College kids today getting paid what people our age are getting paid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They don't work for free.
Okay, so you're making $200 a month. And did she try to keep you? Did she say, yo, I'll give you more money if you stay? Or?
No, she was just like, I just want you to stay. She didn't give me any incentives to stay.
Gotcha. Yeah. And if she would have gave you an incentive, you might have stayed? Maybe? A little more bread? Go from 200 to 500?
Yeah.
Like, yo,
at the time, that was a lot of money.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
yeah.
Okay, so the bakery.
So I started working with the bakery, and then I started working with this hair company in Hattiesburg. And so when I started working with this hair company, I started to do the same things that I was doing, but I wanted to create a campaign, like a bigger campaign, because she had a budget. That was the difference.
Okay.
So she was the only one in Hattiesburg with a pink Bentley. Like, she had a pink Bentley. Everybody knew who she was. She had, she had this hair company.
So Mary Kay or?
No.
A pink Bentley, not a Cadillac.
I don't know if they upgraded. I don't know.
Definitely not in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Right. This is Mississippi.
Gosh, okay. Pink Bentley. And I know you're wild at this point.
I'm like, oh, this is crazy. This the one.
This is who I want to be.
This the one.
Right.
So I presented my I remember going to her office and I was like shaking because I was so nervous. Wow. And I was like, I'm finna ask this lady for $1,300 a month because I know what I'm worth, right? At this time, I know my worth. Yeah.
And it's $1,300 a month.
For sure.
Is it still $1,300?
No.
Okay. All right.
Heck no. Not even close.
Not even close.
So I go to her office, I get the account. So I started to do her marketing. This is the time I actually met my boyfriend, Eric. So when I met
Eric in the building.
Hey, Eric.
So Eric, he does directing. So he's really good at coming up with concepts and campaigns and things of that nature. So we kind of work together on that.
You do video work? Have we met? Yes, we met before. Yeah, where was it? Was it at the Bentley dealership or was it?
I came Greenlit first.
You was at Greenlit, okay. Gotcha. Oh, all right, man. I was like, yo, I know you look familiar. Okay, I'm sorry. Proceed. I'm gonna stop interrupting you.
No, it's okay.
Hey, you guys, we run a professional podcast.
I'm gonna stop. I apologize.
You're fine. So that's when I met Eric. So we were kind of talking about the concept, and I was like, I want her to get kidnapped. And he was like, kidnapped? And I was like, yeah, like she's gonna be held ransom for these bundles. And so we put this like most bootleg commercial together. Like it was a 3-part series. And she was, like I said, she was kind of famous in the Mississippi sector. So we would have everybody tune in for the episodes on Thursday. Like first episode, she got kidnapped. The second episode, the kidnappers were holding her ransom and they were asking for the money. So we turned this into a marketing campaign to sell these bundles and put them on sale. And so if you saw her in real life with her pink Bentley and you took a picture of it, you could get free hair. So everybody would be like, where is Nikki? Where is Nikki?
Wow.
Where is Nikki? So they're going around the city trying to find this lady. And so we had billboards like Nikki has been kidnapped, find her, like the missing persons billboards and where is Nikki and all of this stuff. So a lot of people was like, did Nikki really get kidnapped? But it was just a lot of buzz. So we sold a ton of hair.
And you're 19 years old at this time.
I think I was like 20. But
might have been 20 at this time. And and this is just stuff like, you're just using your imagination at this point.
Yeah.
And you found somebody with a budget who could actually pull the vision off.
Yeah.
So key.
Yeah.
Because how many of us have these ideas and these visions in our head, but we're missing the money? If the person with the budget may not have been in that position, would we have Marketing by Monrae right now?
For sure. No. And like really, and there are a lot of people who have imagination and they just don't have the fortitude to go into the office and say, listen, this is what I see for your brand. We can do this. The action behind the imagination.
Before we move on from the story, I just got to know, when you went to this woman who has amassed this incredible success and she's got this, and you said, yo, we're going to do a campaign where you get kidnapped. I'm talking, we need billboards, we need video, we need this, we need budget.
Right.
What was her response to that?
I'm with it. Really? She was like, I'm with it. Like, I've never even thought of anything like that. And I'm like, really? Like, you want to sign right now? Like, you got the budget now? Because it was just something I imagined. Like, I was like, I would think I could do this. I think I could do this. But yeah, so once she was with it, I was with it. And every client that has came to me with a good budget, they didn't reap the benefits.
Now, what's a good budget?
So now it depends. So then I think we maybe spent like $5,000 on the campaign.
Okay.
But for like the Laid by Lyra project.
Is that including your?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like then, not now.
Oh.
don't forget, we're years ago.
Yeah,
years ago.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. But now when I did the Laid by Lyra campaign, maybe like 2 years ago, but she actually developed her products, but that budget was like $50K.
Who was it?
Laid by Lyra.
Laid by Lyra?
Lyra Galore.
Lyra Galore.
Lyra
so she has
Galore.
the edges, the edge tamer kind of product. What's the name of her product?
Laid by Lyra.
Laid by Lyra.
Laid by Lyra. Okay. So how did y'all connect?
The Nikki or Lyra.
Lyra.
So
Who's Nikki?
Nikki's the pink Bentley.
Okay. Yeah. So how'd you connect with Lyra?
So me and Lyra, actually, she was a referral from Jerica Carlay, which is Young Thug's fiance. So I was working with her on her swimsuit line, and she went to Dubai with Lyra, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta meet Monrae, like she's great." And so when she got back, I met her, and we started there.
Wow.
The irony of that is we found out yesterday that I live currently in the same exact condo that Lyra just moved.
Really? Oh, wow.
So she was like, she's like, where do you live? And I told her, she's like, oh, I had a client who lived in that building. And then the story progressed like an hour or two later. And I'm like, oh, that's who used to live in my building, because I still get some of that mail. Now, one of the questions that I have for you is when you say things like, I worked with Young Thug's fiance, and now you're doing these celebrity clients. What does that mean? I worked with, like, you worked with her swimsuit line, you worked with Lyra in helping to, I'm assuming, market her edge control line. What does that look like for someone who's like, I want to get into marketing and help these brands grow? What does that mean?
So at the time, it honestly, like I told you yesterday, it meant everything. I didn't really take the time to niche because I knew so much. I was doing everything. So with Laid by Lyra, I developed the product. She came to me with the idea, like, I want to create an edge control, but I don't want it to be white label. I want it to be, I want to produce it. So I came in and did the product development. I did the packaging. I did the box. Everybody knows it for this. It has a iridescent box with a mirror in it with the edge control kit.
Iridescent. Donnie doesn't really know what iridescent means. Explain that though.
Explain it for obviously me.
Okay. So iridescent is a silver, but it has like colors and blues.
Oh,
and
I know.
pinks.
So, yeah, she knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, good. Good.
Yeah.
All right, so like you just see the stuff in your head.
She's a visionary.
Making millions off
Now,
of
when you
imagination.
say I did the product development, what does that mean?
So I found a manufacturer overseas. We looked at some manufacturers here in Atlanta, in the U.S., but ultimately we went to the one overseas. I sent them the samples that I like, products that I actually liked that we wanted to take parts of, and then they produced different samples, and then we tried it out.
Understood.
Gotcha.
And so a client today will say, hey, I have an idea. I want to develop a pillowcase. And you'll say, what?
So I'll say, okay, what do you want it to look like? Do you have a pillowcase that you really, really like? Because typically, the client never knows what they want. So
Okay.
I kind of have to pull it out of them, like, what do you want? So just show me your favorite pillowcase. And so once you show it to me, I can kind of say, okay, what do you like about this pillowcase? Do you like it that it's silk? Do you like the size? Do you like, what is it? And then I can get all that information together and then find manufacturers to create you samples.
Gotcha.
So you're like the project. It's not even, you're almost like the project manager. It's not even just market. Is that still your role today?
No, it's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Not
All
right now.
So walk me through all the things that's needed for this pillowcase launch, right? Or like, what are all the parts, the moving parts in that?
Okay. So after we developed the product, so I'll talk about it in later.
So sourcing first.
In sense of Laid by Lyra, we developed the product. Then I got her the samples. She tried the samples. I actually tried it on Eric's hair first.
Did you enjoy that process?
Probably not. So we tried the samples. We made sure it worked. We developed the packaging because I'm definitely a packaging queen. I make sure that the packaging is good because I want it to be an experience. I want you to Instagram it. I want you to tell your friends about it. I want people to come in the house and be like, "Oh, what's that?" You know.
So walk me through the mind of packaging a product. Like, what are some of the things you consider?
So I consider what costs first. What can you afford? But also I also just kind of see like you said, I just see this vision of how it should look. So when I was creating the Laid by Lyra packaging, I was like, okay, when you do your edges, you need a mirror. So let's put a mirror in the box. I think we could do that.
Gotcha.
And so, but it was also a kit. Not only did it come with the edge control, but it came with the gel because she has a two-step edge control method, and then it came with the brush. So you had all of this, but you also had a storage box for your weave if you want to put it in there, or your bundles or whatever. So just an experience. Like, what when someone opens this box and see it, what do you want them to feel?
I just be putting t-shirts in a package. Did I mail it?
No, you gotta make it a.
I like this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay,
A lot.
all right, cool.
A
Okay,
lot.
proceed. We're walking through this. So packaging, and then what?
Okay, so after packaging, and before we even get started, we do this budget, because I think a lot of entrepreneurs kind of go into it. It's like, let me get all the pretty stuff first, but what's the marketing budget? What we're going to spend on marketing? So then we map out the whole marketing campaign, who we want to send it to as far as PR, because she was a celebrity, she's a celebrity influencer, so you have friends, so tell them to pull up on this edge control.
Yeah.
So
You just sit there. Let's make the list. Of
yeah,
the
like
people
I'm
that
going
you-
through your Instagram. Okay, I'll actually DM her. Give me your address. So we got all of
Just
these.
like that. Just give me your address.
And you run it.
I was doing all of this for
So
her.
you're okay. You have her account, and then you're okay. Gotcha. That's right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I was doing all of this for her. But yeah, we got Kylie Jenner to do Stormy's edges. We got like Cash Doll, like all of these people that knew her in real life was ready to support her brand. So we pushed that brand out, and we did the marketing campaign. So we had billboards here in Atlanta. We were going, I don't know, did we do? Yes, we did a dinner. We did a lunch dinner where we actually had all the models from the cast to come. We did a photo shoot, and they all came and said thank you, and all her friends came and all of that stuff. So then we rolled out the campaign on social media, and that's how it started.
So I want us to walk through the campaign. I know you probably have another question, but I have one pressing question.
Okay.
Do billboards work?
So in her sense, I say yes. For those two people, because
I don't look at billboards. You look at billboards? Have you ever looked at a billboard like, oh yeah, let me hear.
it depends on who it is. So if y'all remember when Lil Baby had his billboard that said "Wan Wan Wan, I'm the baby." Y'all remember that?
I don't remember. I didn't see it.
Okay.
But I do remember when Jermaine Dupri had the So Deaf billboard
Okay.
For the 25th anniversary.
for
you
the
talking about?
25th anniversary. I remember
Yeah.
that, but it
Okay.
was it selling? It was just an announcement.
Oh, but
I think.
maybe it's a part of a marketing mix of okay, I see it in different places, and then it just creates.
Well, of course, yeah. But I don't think the only billboards that I remember are probably like those personal injury.
Young Mark looking at social.
You keep hearing it. You keep hearing it.
for
You
sure.
see the billboard, you hear the commercials, like it's repetition.
Right.
But for her, I would say, and Nikki, the original lady that I was talking about, it worked because people knew them. So if you see her on a billboard, it's like, oh my God, I got to take a picture. And then you're posting on social media. So even if they're not in Atlanta, they still see the billboard. They knew the billboard was there. But if it's just a regular person that's starting out with 25 followers, maybe not,
Gotcha. So it's a part of the, let me take a picture, then post it on social media. Then it's a
Right.
part of the whole, wow, you have a billboard.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, this is a big campaign, because you know, people think billboards are like millions of dollars. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is crazy, you know. So having the billboard for her, and other people were going by the billboard to take pictures. So, it was just, I think it helped her campaign.
Dope.
So when you are obviously there's an advantage to working with celebrity clientele and people who have large followings. So today you get a client, and again, you just get someone with a really good idea. They don't really have a following, under 1,000 followers on social. What kind of strategy would you give them to launch a marketing campaign?
So when I actually was doing my marketing firm, I had a mix of celebrity clients, but I also had a mix of small businesses. So we would work with them to do organic traffic. Like, how can we reach people organically on social media? How can we use our hashtags? How can we use our Instagram? How can you use your mom, your friend, or your friend that you know that's kind of popping in your city with 10,000 followers that get 3,000 likes, on their pictures? Like, how can we use what we have? And so we would use those tactics for those people.
Got you. Okay.
So in terms of the rollout, okay, walk me through the rollout and what were the hiccups? Because nothing's perfect, right?
Nothing's perfect.
Give me the biggest issue in terms, since we're talking about Lyra's rollout.
Okay, so her biggest issue was shipping. Like, that was my first time actually shipping a bunch of products from overseas. So I had to fit, and then I walked to my door and there's like 1,000 boxes at my door, and I'm like, how is this getting in my house? Right. You know, I didn't really think about that whole process. So the Lay by Lyric campaign was definitely a lot of learning lessons that helped me today. But as terms of the rollout, another thing was making sure that the client knows the commitment level. You know, like a lot of times with celebrities, because they have people like me, they don't feel like they have to be involved. And Lyra didn't, you know, she was pregnant. So she's trying to have this newborn baby. And I'm like, girl, you need to do your edges. Like, help me.
Let me see who this person is. I want to see it real quick. I'm sorry. Go for it. I'm sorry.
Okay. But so that was one of the main things that we both discovered. Like, okay, I didn't know I was going to have to do all of this right now. And this was probably not a good time because I'm pregnant.
So is that one of the biggest
and it's Lyra
hiccups?
Galore?
Yeah, it is. Is that one of the biggest hiccups you have with clients, period? Like their level of commitment?
Depends on the client. So celebrity clients, yes.
Okay.
Celebrity clients, definitely. But regular clients, and I don't want to call them regular, but people without following, it's typically understanding what's going on, because sometimes I've seen that people will want to pay like $3,000, $2,000 our fee, but instantly want results. And it doesn't work like that, especially when you don't have a large budget to pump into ads and all of those things. So they wanted instant results. So it just didn't work out like that.
Gotcha. So walk me through somebody who has, Donni does a lot of, she has a lot of clients who have courses, right? So we don't have a physical product. What is your marketing strategy for those who have courses, digital products?
So it's funny because a lot of people ask me like, I have a service-based brand, or I have products or whatever, because I have products.
Yeah.
I mean, I have courses. Can I still apply the same information? And my answer is always yes. Your course is your product. Your service is your product. You are your product. And I use the same tactics that I use for Lay by Lyra or a product campaign to sell me, you know. So I don't think it's any difference between your courses or an actual product.
Okay. So I have a content creation course. Okay. I'm about to get some free coaching right now.
Oh my gosh.
Free coaching. Okay. So what should I do? I made the course. Okay. Right? What do I do now?
What are we doing in the course?
So I'm teaching people how to create sticky, entertaining content that people will like, share, and really fall in love with, to be able to associate someone's brand with a concept or an idea. So I'm going to be selling the course because I know I can get people results through it.
Got you. So one thing that I noticed on your page was that you didn't show that. I didn't know what content creation was. It could have been that they came and they got a photo shoot, or you're going to teach me how to do DIY content, or like you have to really dumb it all the way down, because we as marketers or, you know, entrepreneurs, we're thinking about it on a high level, and we have to dumb it down to a 12-year-old level, because a lot of people are kind of slow. So,
outside of me creating content, I need to teach people how they can create their own content through my content.
Right. Or
especially if that's the campaign.
Even behind the scenes, like when you're creating your content, when you're writing on with your Sharpie or all of that, have your ring light set up with your phone doing a fast reel so people can see that how you're creating that content.
This is good. So show.
Do the behind the scenes, Shans, real quick. Set up selfie, ring light.
I love it.
Camera.
I love it. This is good. Okay, so I need to start doing that. What else?
So I would say that, do you have an email list?
Yes.
How often are you emailing?
2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, are you segmenting?
But it's not for content creation. It's like for my morning meetup, for to watch, you know, an interview. We'll throw out a blast, say, hey, make sure you watch this interview, take a clip out, things of that nature. Or
do you know the people that's in your email list that's in Atlanta?
Not 100% sure. And unless I have, like, if I did an event in Atlanta, I have lists for that.
Got you. So one thing I would say is segment your list. Like if you use Klaviyo, you can segment your list by their location. Yeah. And then you can only talk to the people in Atlanta about content creation, because everybody's not coming.
Jesus Christ.
This is so good.
And
another one. Okay, so Klaviyo, how you spell
we
that?
do need to get that out to them.
Klaviy.
You can do it in, you use Active Campaign. You
hold
can
on.
do it there too.
Klaviyo,
VIYO.
VIYO.
Mm-hmm. So that's her email marketing platform, but I know what you use with Jen, and you can do it there too.
Okay, got you.
All you're doing is
That's your company,
segmenting by
Flavio?
location.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you are a monster. God.
Play me on. Is this you?
So segment by location, okay, and I can talk to them specifically. You know, okay, gotcha. So I segment by. So I'm not talking about my boot camp because that's, I think, off of, which I probably need you for like this whole campaign that I want to do throughout the year. But yeah, so that one is, I think I'm going to sell that out because we're all here and people know, just based off people knowing what I do.
Right.
But I do want to start wrapping content around that. So segment by location and what else?
I would also say interest. Like you can segment by their interest. When you first get on my,
What are you, just giving them a survey? Like, what are you interested
when you
in?
first get on my email list in my welcome series, there's a survey. I want to know what you're interested in so I can make sure I'm feeding you the right information and I'm getting you to buy the right stuff.
That's deep. So it's not just collecting the email and
I need to know
emailing people.
Why they're
So-
connecting with the brand.
So somebody comes on to, do you have like a landing page to collect emails?
Yes. Well, it could go from my landing page, my freebie, because I can know what type of freebie that you got based on, that's what you're interested in.
And
So
you segment your list. How many segments do you have? About?
a lot, like maybe 50.
Really?
Yeah.
Like 50 different buckets of people and you want to
And they
tell.
kind of overlap, but
Right.
you know, it's about 50. We have based on behavior in the website. If you're looking at my planners, you're going to be segmented in that. If you looked at the planners and you haven't been active in the email series for 90 days, you're going to be in another bucket. If you haven't opened an email but you looked at the planner, you're in another, because I could talk to you differently based on what you're doing on the website, what you have going on. So I have a lot of segments.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of marketing?
My favorite part of marketing is really the data. Like I'm kind of a data
Clearly.
nerd.
Because we're going to get into this data.
Yeah.
What data do you study? So let's talk to our audience.
Okay.
And people who don't look at data, right? The only data that they see are Stripe notifications or the fact that there are not any Stripe notifications. So what data does an entrepreneur who is beginner to six-figure level need to be studying?
Okay. So I would say if you are an e-com brand, you definitely need Shopify. That's the holy grail. So I would say look at your analytics there, looking at how much you're making weekly, but also how many, compared to how much you're making weekly, how many views on the website, like how much traffic you're actually getting. So then that'll allow you to know your conversion rate. And I feel like everybody needs to know their conversion rate because you can push out content and traffic based on what your conversion rate is because it's typically similar across the board.
And let's break down conversion rate for those that just don't understand that language.
Okay, so your conversion rate is how many people does it take for you to convert into a sale, basically.
Yep.
So that is very important. And I always tell people if you're a new business and you're like, I don't have any sales, just start with 3%. I'd rather you overly get more traffic than you need than not get enough. So
So when you say 3%, saying I need 100 people to come to this
website to get 3 people.
to get 3 sales.
Yep.
Gotcha. And you run ads as well?
Now I do.
Yo, she's all over. Okay. Monrae has the most ads of anybody I know that's in these
Probably.
streets marketing right
Really?
now.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you spend in ads monthly? Around about.
So this month, I'm actually scaling my ad account up. So in 2020, from like July, maybe August to November, I only spent about 10K in ads.
Really?
The whole time?
No, each month.
Each month.
Oh,
10K.
okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And what are you scaling it up to?
So in December, we spent 25K in ads.
Right, because you got holidays and stuff like that.
Right.
Gotcha.
Election season, all of that stuff. So
And your ads are targeted around what's going on in the world? Have you capitalized? So say you have a planner. Do you put out some ads for, some political theme ads, or if a vaccine's coming, you vaccine coming ads type thing?
Well, she actually does have a planner.
I do.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So do you sell it based on like what's going on in the world?
No, so I just create good content. I think a lot of people connect to me based on my personality. So I just create good content. I'm like, girl, you need this planner, right? So we create videos, and then I also have retargeting ads. So if you come to my website and you leave the planner or something in your cart, you're gonna see an ad next time you go on Facebook, and it's like, I know you just didn't leave that in your cart. Like, and so it'll help you get back to the site. So we have retargeting ads, but we also have brand awareness ads that just kind of tell them who I am in my story. Not really trying to get them to do anything.
Do you have any campaigns that didn't work?
A campaign that didn't work
over your whole 7-year tenure in this thing.
Yeah,
Like, give me
I would say my
bombed.
campaign in July. I'm not gonna say it didn't work, but it didn't do what I wanted to do.
July 2020.
Yeah, July 2020. We did a business therapy campaign.
Okay.
And so I came out with this another planner called the Purpose Planner, which was more about your purpose. And I figured out that people really don't care about themselves. They want the money. They want the bag. Like, so when I was trying to help their mindset, they want feeling all that.
Right.
But it was cool. I mean, it sells, but it don't sell as fast as my campaign planner.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it was a good plan. It's just people, they just wasn't on that.
And they like, show me the money.
Show me the money.
Where the money resides.
Right. So your brand has obviously evolved. You're not necessarily doing one-on-one entire brand management campaigns, because essentially that's what you were doing.
Yes.
Not just marketing.
You don't do that anymore?
No.
I wanted to.
But we're putting together a mastermind, so.
Oh, for
I
sure.
can help you though. Just call me.
All right, okay. Did she sell me? Just
She
now?
did. She absolutely.
Throw me on the list?
For you, I will. No, so your brand began to evolve. Walk us through, like, it would seem like you're working with these celebrity clients. You've got high-level performing entrepreneurs. Why would you move away from that space?
So, in 2019, I actually had my company, Rare Necessity, which was my brand management company, and I was doing good. I was making 6 figures a year, and I went into the year, I had just...
You said 2019, I'm sorry?
2019,
Gotcha.
Yep. So I just hired a whole new team. We were doing good. We were still working in my house, but we were doing good. And so I was prompted by entrepreneurs to actually start another marketing firm with them, because they wanted to start a marketing firm. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this sounds like my $1 million play right here. Let's do it. So I started this marketing firm with her, but she also has a $1 million brand, like, already. And so she didn't realize the amount of work that it went into, because she would create these campaigns for herself, but she would say, like, I'm going through some stuff with my personally, and then I'm also trying to run this other business and do this. It ain't really working out. So we just decided to part ways, which was cool. But going back, like, for me, I was like, okay, the staff can stay there, everybody can stay, but what I'm about to do.
Right.
I done dissolved my company to work with this other company, so I'm like, I gotta pay my rent.
Wow.
So I just went on Instagram, like I started in the first place when I moved to Atlanta, and start asking, like, what do y'all want to know?
Yeah.
What can I teach you? And I started to do
beginning, mid, or end 2019 right now?
And so we're about in October, November.
So you're nervous.
Oh, I'm terrified. Rent is due, okay? So I started to teach these webinars and host these classes, and I would sell them for like $30, and I make like a couple $1,000s a month. And I was like, okay, this is cool, but this ain't enough. Like, this is not what I'm used to. So I go to Mexico, and I'm like, okay, God, just give me a sign. Let me know what I need to do.
We always look for those signs.
Keep it 100. There's a principle in that, because like we just stay in the mud sometime and let's try to work our way out instead of getting out of our environment, going somewhere else to say, yo, I need to clear my mind and I need a different perspective. I got to recharge.
Yeah.
So it was like a vacation?
Yeah.
You and Eric, or did you go by
No,
yourself?
I went with my friend.
You went with your friend?
Yeah.
I be trying to do that. My wife, she don't never let me go.
Oh, he was mad.
She don't know.
Notice she said she went.
Yeah.
He didn't go.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, can you talk to my wife about just like, let him go? Sorry, I love you, Joy. I be wanting to go, like, 'cause I gotta get away and just like nothing.
So you just want to
worry
go
about.
by yourself, total isolation.
I do, and I tried one time, and Dre was like, "No, I'll come. I just won't bother you."
Yeah, yeah. But that's me. Like,
Did she bother you?
Yeah, she bothered me the whole time.
He can't do that.
I'm hungry. Where we go?
Yeah.
Can we, hey, I know you're working, but I just real quick. What are we eating later?
Yeah, exactly.
I went to the like there was like the little beachfront joint where we was at. I go to the beach and I'm trying to map out. I get my chair. Here she comes with her little chair. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm just gonna be here. I'm like, yo, leave. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He loves you very much.
Did I vent just now? Did I vent?
You did, but that's good. He's opening up.
I'm opening up. Okay, I'm sorry. So you go away to kind of just gather your thoughts.
Yeah, and I really just had fun. Like, I felt like at the time I was 25, maybe 24, 25. I just felt like a 20-year-old. Like, I didn't have to run a company. I didn't have to do anything. I just could get drunk and just be lit.
Oh, okay.
Well, all right.
Yeah,
Lots of epiphanies happen.
Right, this when you get your
This
thoughts
is when you become most clear in what you
for
should be
sure.
doing with your life.
Okay, so you go away. Was it like a moment where you had like, I got it?
So I was on the beach and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this together. I'm gonna hire me a business coach. Somebody else needs to look into my business. So I went back and I started to look for business coaches, and I found Ashley Ann.
Ashley
Ann.
Shouts out to King Ash.
So we started to work together in December, and we actually met, I want to say a couple days, either before Christmas or one day after Christmas. I think it was after. And I was at home, I'm meeting with her, and she was like, okay, you got the content, you got the classes, bundle it up and do like a little end of the year bundle. And I was like, all right, I put it out there and made $10,000. And I was like, oh.
December last year.
December
2019.
December 2019.
Yep,
Gotcha.
I made $10,000, and I was like, okay, this the move.
This the work.
This the
So
move.
for all of 2019, just so we're tracking, how much did you generate in revenue 2019?
So 2019, I made $168,000.
But a lot of that was in the front part of the year with your partner.
So a lot of it we make no money, but a lot of it was from January to April. We did a couple because we were splitting everything. So we made a little money from May to August, September, and then I started those classes. So a lot of it was at the front when I had those retainer clients.
Got you.
So you did 168,000.
You got to split some of that.
Some of it. Well, no.
No,
That's what
she brought
gotcha.
home.
Okay, gotcha.
So then, bam, 2020 happens.
Yes.
Your girl hits 7 figures.
Yes. 1.1.
1.1 million.
Right. Give me my one.
So
1.1 million.
So January, what's happening?
So January, I'm feeling good. I made $10,000 in like 4 days. So I'm like, oh, I got the sauce now. I'm back.
Yeah.
So January, I started to do more bundles. I would partner these classes together that I either already had, or I would create new content for it. So I started to do these bundles, and it just started to go up from there. People would buy them like left and right. It was going crazy. So
How much were you selling them for?
So around $65.
Okay.
Yeah. So I raised my prices. That was
From
one
30?
thing. From $30
To 65.
To 65.
Okay.
Yep. With these bundles, even though
And at this point, you're running ads?
no ads.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did $30K that month,
Gotcha.
January.
January 2020.
Okay.
Yep.
Dope.
Yep.
And then
And then it went down. I was like, dang God, what I do wrong? What I messed up? I done messed up something.
were you studying the data and analytics at that time, trying to figure it out?
I was trying. I think I had all kind of math equations on my board trying to figure it out. Like, it just didn't make sense.
I'm loving this story because this is the journey.
Yeah,
This
it's
is the
up
journey.
and down for sure. So in February now, and this time I'm thinking in January when I was making this money, I'm like, okay, I have this tribe called the Millionaire Mob. And so that's my community that I was building. I'm like, oh, I'm creating us an app. Like, we need an app. So in February, I launched the app. February 1st, I spent a lot of money on my marketing campaigns. I got commercials. I did a music video because we have a song called The Millionaire Mob. And I just did a lot to promote the app. I posted on the Shade Room and to roll that campaign out. But
So now we're getting into paid marketing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to just glaze over this.
Okay.
So this is the ebbs and flows. This is the ups and downs of business. you went, maybe around October, November making no money to figuring out a play in December, making 10 grand.
Yep.
January coming through making 30,000. February is dead, right?
$11K.
$11,000. But you say go harder.
Keep going.
Keep going.
It has to be something on the other side. So I keep going.
And it's relative because somebody's still thinking 11,000. That's good money.
That's good money, but not.
It's relative.
It is. It's
relative.
very relative because even in your story about making 168,000 in 2019, what you also said is the bulk of that came from January to like May, right? So if you think about, had you not dissolved your company and went for what you thought would be a bigger play, you could have been on track to do about 300 grand that year, right? So 11 grand again is relative, but I don't want the people listening to this to miss the message. It was up and down and up and down. And I've been in that up and down. You've been in that up and down. And when we're in that up and down, when we're up, it's like, let's hang on to this. Let's just keep the money because it could be down. Let's keep it because it could go down. I got to have money for a rainy day. But you said, roll the dice.
Go hard.
And that's just my personality because I feel like it's so... Eric is like, but
roll the dice. Get it, 7.
Right.
Something's gonna happen. Like I feel like I just have the personality and just the work ethic that at some point it's gonna happen. It may not happen when I want it to happen, but God got me, so it's gonna happen. So that's just my personality. So February was definitely very slow, but I was like, okay, maybe it's because I don't have a team. Maybe it's because it's me again and I can't do all of this stuff. I have all of these ideas, but nobody to execute. And I'm driving myself crazy. So I hired 2 people in March.
Okay.
And what roles?
I hired a marketing manager and a social media manager.
Okay.
Yes.
You do marketing. So what does the marketing manager do?
So she was we call it a digital development manager. So her job was to produce the courses. Like I would record them, but she would upload them. She would help me do the strategic marketing campaigns around them and help me execute. I would come up with the ideas and she would execute.
Gotcha. Yeah. And then the social media manager?
To post.
Just to post.
Do emails, do all of our marketing mediums, because even at that time I was posting 3 times a day on Instagram.
Let me ask you this about that. When you have a social media manager, because this is probably one of my, I don't know if flaw is the word to use in business, but this is one of the things that are potentially holding me back in the social media space is I don't want anybody, after being hacked and losing everything on social media and having to start over, I'm scared to give somebody my password.
Yeah.
Is your social media manager like logged into your account? And
No. So I have 2 phones. One, they have my other phone. They keep it. But I also use Planoly. Like I use a scheduling app.
for Instagram? So you like it hasn't affected you?
So one hack that I use with Planoly, I schedule it and then I live post it, if that makes sense.
So you know that what's coming, but you're gonna go in there, copy paste it, and post
put it. So I let it give me the notification because it doesn't have to automatically go.
Perfect.
And it gives me the notification.
That's a play.
Yeah.
Explain it. I'm lost.
Okay, so on Planoly, it's a scheduling platform.
Yeah.
So you can put the content in there, the picture or the video with the caption, your hashtags, all of that. So instead of it posting automatically on Instagram, because Instagram favors people that's in the app. So you kind of already get, when you post automatically, you get knocked down a couple notches. So what I do is I turn off the automatic and I just say, just notify me. And so when I see the notification come across my screen, I press it, it automatically downloads the picture, it copies the caption, and then I post it in 2 seconds and go about my business.
That's been a major struggle because a lot of people, clients included, they never want anyone to access their social media directly just because of the issues that can come with that. And you want to use Planoly and all the other schedulers, but
so they put it up on Planoly.
Well, now, that's what you can do. And Planoly is the one that keeps coming back. And even if a client has to schedule, I recommend it because Instagram does not play nicely with third-party apps, right?
I didn't even know that. Like it favors people that are actually in the app versus
Instagram is they're a monetized app, so they want if they figure if you're scheduling your post, then you're not in the app using it, so they can't market something to you to buy. So you get more credit if you're actually in your app posting. But I never thought about just putting it, because I have it in Canva or on Trello, in a Trello board, but I never thought about the
I think it's pronounced
notification.
Trello.
Yeah.
The pronunciation is Trello. It's not Trello, it's TRE. I just don't want my audience confused. It's
So
Trello.
I put it in a project management board and
trying to help somebody.
I put it in a project management board, but that is clutch to have for that purpose. However, you use Planoly, but you do also have, so you have a separate phone that you allow some, and you've logged in.
Yep. Or there's another hack. So if you don't have another phone, because I absolutely don't use that phone, but there is a website called LastPass.
Yeah.
And so you can basically have all your passwords there, and when it sends it to them, they can basically press a button and they have your password, but they can't see it.
But they still are. See, my issue isn't necessarily them having no, they can't change it through LastPass. It's pretty secure. My issue isn't them necessarily having the password.
Okay.
It's having them in another location in Instagram. Because I tried to have one of my VAs do it, and Instagram's like, somebody from the Philippines is logged in.
Right.
What's up? And I'm like, nope, shut it down. Change the password. Don't do it.
Right.
No, but here's the thing. If I do the LastPass thing and I'm logged into your account, I can go and change the password, can't I?
No. Well,
because it goes to the other email address.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The confirmation is going to still ultimately come to you.
Makes sense.
So I love it. So you have someone who's helping. Monrae is holding me accountable to like a list of things this year. I'm holding her accountable to like a list of things this year.
You'll give me a list?
Yes.
Let me
Yeah.
try
Well,
to
it was
see.
conversation.
It was
Take the
a
guess to yourself.
conversation.
Like if you tell me, okay, I'm gonna put this class out I'm gonna say by when? When you
Yes.
gonna put the class out? So what's something you want to do?
I'm gonna do another content creation.
We are going to do
We're gonna do
another
another content creation
event.
bootcamp, and I'm gonna do it every 2 months.
And
Okay.
we are going to do it
We're gonna do it every 2
every
months.
2 months.
Absolutely. and no, we definitely got to hit that 1.5 this year, because I didn't do no ads last year, and I was talking to Nehemiah Davis, and this was actually at the wedding,
Shout out Neo.
and he literally there was a moment where it clicked. Like, you really got to talk to these people that are winning big, because he was talking, saying, yo, you got to do this and that and this and that. And he said something at the end. He said, all right, now don't let the things I just told you like just fall on deaf ears. And it clicked. I said, but he gave me the whole game. Like he's gonna give me the team that he uses for, the funnels, the copy. Like, he has a team that they just do the email copy. They'll just write 30 emails or whatever. And then he has another team does the ads. He's like, yo, I'll give you who I use, but don't let this information be wasted. And I said, got it. Cleared out the whole week, this coming week, and I'm just dedicated to putting the information out. So we got to do 1.5.
So we're meeting what days this week?
Well, I'm here. I'm going to be in the studio every day.
In the studio every day.
Every day.
Okay, so then I'll be in the studio.
Pull up. I'm here.
See,
Sorry we made this about us. He's happy to be here.
Shan said, I'll always figure out a way to make it about us. So back to, let's fast forward to what you actually do now. You had your team. You started putting your team in place in February, and what kind of result did that begin to produce for you?
So I actually hired them around March 1st, and it absolutely at first didn't do anything. I made $11,000. I made less, and I was like, I'm finna have to.
That's February.
This is March.
March. So you made 11 in February.
I made 11. So actually, so February I made 13. Then March I did 11.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But spending more.
Yes. So
Now
I'm
you got payroll.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like, okay, so these credit cards, I got 20 on this one, this one. Something gonna have to shake. But I know that that's a lesson, because a lot of people feel like they can hire someone first day, productivity is going to increase, and it actually goes down for probably like 30%.
Because you got to lay a foundation.
You got to train.
You got to train them.
They got to get used to working in your environment.
And I've never managed a team before. Like, I've never worked in corporate. I never had a real job, so never managed a team before. I didn't know how to talk to these people. I didn't know.
Right.
I'm like, y'all can't read my mind. Like, y'all don't see what I'm saying.
So were you sitting there in the beginning like, so what we doing today?
Yeah, like I had a plan. So this was before I actually had a team. So I had grown a little bit each time time I hired a new team. But I had a plan like, okay, this is what I want to do. Y'all tell me, and I kind of asked them like, just tell me what you're good at. You know, what do you want to do on this list? And I'll do everything else. And that's definitely not the way to take it.
Right.
But after that, we came up with in April, you know, this is when COVID hit really hard. And so we came up with a program called Pivot Under Pressure. And so that was a coaching program that I taught probably about 100 students. And I was able to make $50K that month.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now
And
we're
what month
picking
was
back
that?
up. This is
Yeah, I'm
April.
like, oh, this is lit.
Right. So that's April. 50
Yes, this
okay,
is
gotcha.
April 2020.
And we're still kind of behind the 8 ball on this $1 million. So we need
Oh, yeah.
$83,000 a month.
Yes.
So
Very much so.
you put your foot on the gas second half of the year.
And it's so funny because I was telling Donni yesterday, I have a financial advisor, George, that I work with. And
George who?
Achi and Pong.
That's my boy. Shout out to George.
Shout out to George. So I told him when we started working together, I'm like, I'm making $1 million in 2020. So I'm like, I look goofy. Like he's gonna fire me.
Because we're at like 100 by now if I'm calculating correctly.
Yes. I'm like, wow, like this is, he's about to fire me. It's a client. So April happened. It was really good. And then May is my birthday. I'm a Taurus. So I had a market-a-thon. It was 20 for my birthday. I wanted to celebrate. It was literally something we came up with in maybe 10 days. And I wanted to do a digital conference. And I was like, what if we could market for 24 hours? Like, what if we could just do it 24 hours straight? And so we did it. Like, we had different speakers.
A telethon-like thing for
Yes,
marketing. A
yes.
market-a-thon.
Love it.
So we
I
did it,
love
and we did a campaign around it, kind of like Hairspray. Have y'all ever seen Hairspray?
Yes.
So y'all know they had a telethon in there. So we did that kind of campaign around the market-a-thon. And so we did it. It did very well, and then we just kept going. So I did a workshop that month, and then at the end of the month, I did this thing called the lockdown. And so the lockdown is where I put all the students in jail. I was like, y'all been playing with y'all business. You need to go to jail. So I locked them down for 7 days, and it was 7 days of consistent content. You had to produce content. You had to go through these classes. You had to do homework. And it was digital, of course, but it was like, it had an amazing experience. Like, they had mug shots. They was crying. Weaves was lifting. Like, they was like, but it was like low-key going viral because people was like, you know, some people didn't like the theme, but people were like, man, you going hard on these people, Warden. You know, like, and we had a whole little visual to go with it.
You were the warden?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, it was so much fun. And so by the end of May, we look up and we made $100,000. And I was like, oh,
This is where it
it's
starts.
up.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's where it started. And then in May, I also dropped my planner for the first time. My planner and my book, Insta Millionaire.
So we got the planners. We had a quick little intermission. Had to get the planners. We definitely had to get the planners.
The hero product.
$1 million. I think I'm gonna hold on to these. Okay.
ahead.
So it's really cool because you've like doubled the income for the year so far in this 1 month, right? So we're at about 200,000.
Yes.
And then what happens?
So in May, like I said, on my birthday, I dropped this $1 million planner.
First off, this planner's dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you make me one?
Sure.
No,
You gotta
Monrae.
get- you
You
gotta
cannot
get-
say yes to everything.
Okay.
And that's why I do it while we're recording. You got to get the commitment.
You got to
know
get
what I'm saying?
commitment on camera.
If you don't do it, I'm gonna blast you. Okay, we'll roll the tape. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll let you do the presentation. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is, you can hold it.
Okay.
So this is the original $1 million planner. So this is the one I released.
Hold it from the
Look
side
how
of
it
it. Yeah.
opens, Donnie.
Released
Look
on
how it opens.
my
Yes,
birthday.
yes.
So this is the upgraded version. So that's the
Gotcha.
one I released for Black Friday.
So for those of you guys who are listening to the audio version, Monrae has the $1 million planner in 2 versions. One is pink, one is black. Where can we find these planners?
They can go to marketingbymonrae.com.
Okay. And we're going to talk about these
I hate-
planners because these aren't just planners.
No, they're not.
By far.
You know, I hate to ask before we get into the value. Okay, this is just for our audience. What does it cost to produce something like this?
So which one?
This one.
So this one costs $17.71.
Really? And what do you sell it for?
$100.
because the value is in the actual planner.
Exactly.
But in the end, you got to really be built for it because you can't buy 10 of them.
Right.
Wholesale, right? So I mean, you have to like produce. So how many of these do you have to get at a time?
So I get I have my first order because I only ordered, these are limited edition actually. So this one, I got 1,500 pinks and 1,500 blacks.
Gotcha, 1,500
Both
pink,
of those are limited edition.
1,500 black.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it got, I don't know, y'all can't see it on the audio, but this is real reptile skin.
Crocodile.
Not reptile.
I don't know which reptile, but it's one of them.
Hey, no. I don't want you manipulating that one too much. It's mine.
No, I can't take the pink one. I'm taking the black one.
No, the black one is
Hold on, did
definitely
you bring
for
these
me.
for us? I was just assuming. I'm
So
sorry.
I actually supported Monrae's business a week ago and purchased that
Oh, you
one.
bought one? Okay, so I got to buy one. Okay, cool. I just
Yes.
thought it was a gift.
Yeah, no.
Alex, good energy. He came and brought a bottle of wine.
Now,
Okay,
let me
so-
say this. Monrae did say that she wanted to bring a planner, and I told her Shans is never going to use a planner.
Yes, I will.
Give me my planner, Shans.
You get the pink one.
No,
That's
the
the
black
one you bought.
Absolutely
bought
not.
the
I
black
bought the black one.
Just take the pink one.
I don't want the pink one.
Okay, I'm going to give you the black one. Can we
No.
trade?
Here's what's going to happen. We're going to get you a black one.
Yeah, I got one in the car.
She has one in the car.
Are you giving me one or you want me to buy it?
No,
I'll buy it.
It doesn't matter.
I
You
will.
can have-
First of all, I need
Are
you
you
to
want to hold on?
No.
Are you want to use it?
You see the type of position I put her in?
No, first of all, I need you to cash at
Yes.
me $50.
How
You got to
about-
cash at me $50.
Why am I going to
Okay.
cash app you $50?
Because I invested in the planner.
Don't know, just split the cost.
Now you got to give me $50 back. And
Are you
then
want to use it though?
Yes, I'm gonna use it.
Nah.
And what I'll do.
Okay.
This is what I'll do.
All right.
We have so actually, okay, if you give me one, I'll just buy the other one because I'm gonna get this to my wife.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying that because you just walked
she
in.
just walked in. He was absolutely
Babe, I got you a
not.
planner. She's like planner queen.
Yes.
So yes, and if you're in town January 17th, I'd love for you to come share. So there are people investing.
Would love for her to
They're
come and
investing
share.
to come into this, and they're gonna need it. So you
Yeah,
can
for
like do a
sure.
little pitch and then sell.
Yeah.
Is that fair enough?
Black, you guys. This is
Okay,
the black.
this is fire.
No, open it.
I'm about
I want
to
you
open
to really see the magic.
I need. To see
Oh, you
this
didn't
man.
open the. Oh, that.
This is yo. This is so dope.
Can I open that one? Can I see this one?
Which one?
This one is different in the inside though.
Oh, I see. Is this one different in the inside?
Oh, we
Okay.
about to. Oh,
We going
this
up,
is about to be
Shans?
crazy. Yes.
We going up.
So the good thing about this planner is it doesn't only like just give you the dates and stuff, but it allows you to start your business. So in the beginning, it walks you through creating your business name, your brand identity, your color schemes, like all of that stuff in the beginning of the planner. And then it allows you to actually schedule your marketing from your $1 million plan that I talked about with your conversion rates and your traffic, but also your email marketing, your ads, your social media. It has all of that in there.
All right, so let me walk y'all through. It says, I'm so excited that you decided to purchase the Millionaire Move content calendar. I created this tool to help you take your business to the next level. So it has how to monetize your planner, like the mob. I like that. So it goes into the brand. When thinking of your brand name or industry, what words come to mind? Right below, what is the name behind the brand? What does it translate in other languages? That's dope. What's the name of your business? You put a lot of work into this.
A lot of thought. Now, what she actually did was everything that she actually utilized to build her brand, she put
in
into
this
a planner.
This is hard.
This
You
is
have an
dope.
affiliate link?
I do.
Let's go. All right, so can we do like a 10% off from our audience?
Sure.
Okay.
We're doing something better than that.
What are we doing?
We're actually giving one away.
We're
We're
giving one
a
away?
planner away.
Don't be bringing your marketing tactics to this podcast, all right? Don't be out here.
We're giving a planner
First off,
away.
Donnie, what you got? What stake you have in this, okay? Because I feel like,
I asked her if she would give a planner away.
and what's the plan, okay? Because you was like, hold on, go get your planners. Talk to me, Donnie. Just give me the real, okay?
Monrae, am I getting anything on the back end for this?
No.
Well,
But
we-
you guys
we will
are
on
more
the
than welcome
affiliate,
to have
okay?
an affiliate link.
Yeah, we will
Okay,
do an
cool.
affiliate
Yeah.
link.
All right, so we're
but
giving a planner away. What do they have to do to give the planner away?
All
I
they
mean,
have
pick it
to
up.
do is text Monrae
Mm-hmm.
to 72599.
All they have to do is text it.
And are we just picking a random person?
I'm gonna pick a random person.
Can they do like something different, like social proof or something?
Sure.
So you know it's us?
Yeah.
So what do
Screenshot,
we do?
What do you mean? Well, like something that can screenshot like the podcast?
No,
or-
can they text like
A keyword.
social proof to?
Oh yeah. Okay. Social
Mm-hmm.
proof to 72599.
Okay.
You don't have a social proof one on Postscript, do you?
On Postscript. I don't know what
No, you
Postscript
don't
is.
use Shopify.
Okay.
I do use Shopify.
You do use Shopify? So it's possible. Why don't they just take a screenshot of us right now, holding these planners up,
And then post on Instagram and tag all three
and
of us.
tag us. Hold your planner up, Shans. Here, Monrae, you hold this
Okay.
one. I'll hold this one. So you guys,
You gonna hold the pink one?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually like the pink. I would rock with the pink one, honestly. My notebook, I got a notebook from Walmart because I always get a notebook when I run out, and it's pink. I like colors.
so
Well, this one is my wife's. This is the one I
right,
bought for my wife.
because that's the one that we've been talking about for
Just let her
Dre.
think I bought it, okay?
Okay.
This is the one I bought for my
So
wife.
take this screenshot, you guys.
You're really
all right.
taking a picture. All right, so can we do social proof though?
Yeah.
Okay. Social,
Hashtag social proof. Screenshot the picture, post it.
not hashtag. So you text social proof to
Well, she
what?
doesn't have that set up.
She can. By the
You
time
might
this
be
comes out, it will
using
be.
it. You don't know what your scripts are.
Monrae SP.
Okay.
Monrae SP.
Okay, yeah. That's
MONRAE.
Eric, are you gonna remember that?
SP.
Okay, Monrae SP. Y'all
Monrae
gonna get one of
SP.
these planners for free, which is dope. And so, what's the promo code? Social proof.
Yep.
10%.
Ooh, did you get
Yep.
this?
Yeah, this is
Velvety
fire.
right here.
And it comes with a pin.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with a pin. And do you teach people how to put their own planners together?
I don't, but a lot of people have been asking me. So,
This is hard.
Monrae is actually holding me accountable
yes.
to completing my planner.
March 24th.
Dang it, Monrae. March 24th.
Right. All right, so listen, I'll have my planner out too March 24th. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I
March
love it.
24th.
Okay, what if one of us doesn't do it? Is there consequences?
Yes.
Okay,
What
what's
are
the
the
consequence?
You know I'm into
Are we
consequences.
kicked? We're kicked out of the mastermind.
Ooh.
So which one of Nah, because I want to be able to. Let's do
If we
okay.
no, that's it, Shans. You don't get to pick a comfortable consequence.
It's not, they don't have to be comfortable.
Or the person that doesn't complete it has to buy 100 of the other person's.
Bet, run it at
100
cost.
at a.
It depends.
Oh. That's
how
like
much-
No,
1700.
not at cost.
Not
Not at cost. At retail. At retail. So
$10,000?
if
It was $100?
if it's $100, what's up? The mastermind is gonna be worth
you
way
better
more
do-
than 10 grand.
He's gonna do the planner tonight.
My
Tonight.
planner will be done. Done.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
So are we?
okay.
Whoa, wait, no, because we got to get clear on the consequence.
At cost.
Not at cost. Not at cost.
That's still $1,700.
No, that's not enough. That's not. You will just give me $1,700.
I would never just give you $1,700.
You will give $1,700 just to say, okay, I didn't do it. Here's the money. I owe you what I owe you. Shans is not going to just let $10,000 go. Nor are you going to willingly put yourself out of the mastermind. So the
Exactly.
consequence has to
His
hurt.
wife not letting him give 10.
Dre is over there like,
I'm
you
about
gonna do
to
that?
start
I'll
the
do the planner.
Right.
And
Take your
Dre, you
planner.
can't.
Take the planner. 'Cause I don't have enough room. I don't
We
wanna put it
won't
on the
see
floor.
you if you just
Take
come
your
right there.
Planner. There you go. I got you a little gift and you don't want to take it. And Eric let his wife go on vacation to clear her mind and come back, and guess what? They made 7 figures that year that he let his wife go by herself on vacation to clear her mind. Just a little food for thought.
Go.
Now
you know
let's
what he
go.
said, Dre?
Yeah, right.
He said, Dre said, no, I'm gonna come and I'm not gonna bother you, that's all. Then he went through the story about how he pulled up his beach chair.
Where was you at? Where my beach chair was on the beach? Right.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna bother you. I'm
not
just
gonna
gonna
say
come and sit
anything
right
to you.
here. I'm not gonna say anything at all. Real quick, can you just hand me the
Oh my goodness. All right, so no. So what's the thing?
The consequence is pick one. We'll pick one
Either be
at
out
that
of
time.
the-
Either we're kicked out of the mastermind, and our mastermind is meeting weekly starting next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We're either kicked out of the mastermind or we buy 10 planners. I'm sorry, what was it? 100. 100 planners at cost.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry.
Yep.
At retail.
That cost is good.
No,
That cost is good.
it's either we're
costs
kicked
ain't
out of. You get to choose kicked out of the mastermind, or we have to purchase the other person's planner at retail.
Stop trying to kick me out of the mastermind. What are we doing in this mastermind? Let's explain that. Okay, let's
I'm
walk
a
through
student.
what a mastermind is, though.
So
I'm a student.
the mastermind was my idea.
Okay.
And
Our idea that you gave to her. No, this is good. This is good.
yeah.
Explain it.
So what I want to put together is a circle for actual with social proof high-level performing entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Right here in the Atlanta space, right? And this is something that what we were gonna do and what I had for us is something that's not just limited to Atlanta, but the ideas are still evolving in my head, but I want to put together, I'm inspired, we've been talking about a mastermind for years. And
I think we got a perfect platform right now.
We've been talking about putting together a mastermind for years. And then I see Alex and Neo and all of them, they put their mastermind together and it's like, they're doing exactly what I said I wanted to do but maybe it wasn't the right timing, right? And I love what they're doing. And in this mastermind, high-level performing entrepreneurs who have social proof, meaning we're actually doing what we say we do, who are just getting together and exchanging ideas. And this is not a battle of who made what money and the most money. This isn't just sharing our stories, and this is us every single week. So what wins did you have this week? What else did you take this week? What are some things that you encountered maybe with a customer? Or, hey, I'm having this issue with one of my clients, you guys, I'm stuck. Anybody have any ideas? Also, we can start to, as we build the relationship and that KLT, that know, like, and trust factor with each other, perhaps we can consider investments down the line where we're investing in bigger projects. Maybe we can also start traveling and doing mastermind sessions where people are now coming in to just learn from our panel of masterminds and things like that. But this isn't even a play to, like, for real make money together or charge people. This is the play for us to come together and feed each other, right? To learn and feed each other, and we just get together and we're committed to it. It's a club. It's like a private, exclusive club, and who's in is in. This isn't something that continues to grow over time. This is our thing.
For sure.
And maybe we can do, a meeting a month where we have other people come in and learn and contribute, but it's like, it's just the closed off thing. And this is our mastermind, and we grow and we create goals. So everybody has a goal that we're holding each other accountable to. Monrae and I held each other accountable to a list of goals on yesterday, but we're coming back next Sunday to expand on that list. And so you're gonna come up to the same thing. Like, David, what are your goals? Marcus, if Marcus wants to be a part of it, what are your goals? What are we holding each other accountable to? And let's get this stuff done.
When are we meeting? What time?
We're meeting next Sunday at 2.
Are we meeting or is it like virtual?
This is in person. We're getting together. We're feeling the energy.
Can we do 3 o'clock?
Chancey, what you not about to do?
3 o'clock will be a little better for me. Yo, first off, y'all can't just come up with a time. Everybody in the meetup.
No, it's not about everybody. We're inviting you.
Can you do 3 o'clock? But can you? I just want to know. You can do 3 o'clock. I can do 3 o'clock. Donni, what about you?
3 o'clock is looking real sketchy for me right now.
2 is good, but 3 is just impossible. You know what? Okay.
No. 3 o'clock is perfect. So is that for real? Is that a date?
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Okay, let me change it on my calendar right now.
Trey, can I go? Oh, crap.
Ooh, that sounds like it was a plan on the calendar already.
Do I got something to do? I have one? What time? 10 a.m.
Whoa, wait, on Sunday? On Sunday? Hold on.
We got a podcast on Sunday at 10.
No, it's just me.
Where's it at? Okay. It'll probably be a little late anyway.
First of all.
What?
Can we do the maternity shoot earlier?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah. So 3 o'clock.
Okay.
We're good.
3 o'clock. Dre, was there a plan?
Eric, talk to my wife about leniency. Just have a little conversation with her. Mastermind.
Okay, let me just change it. Because I feel like, let me just walk you through this, Chance, on camera, because this is the type of friends that we are. This is my brother, y'all. Y'all didn't know. Chance, Dre has a maternity shoot on that day. Now, this is not the shoot that you need to be involved in, but what I am suggesting to you is that she's going to look absolutely stunning.
Absolutely
on
stunning.
Sunday.
Yeah, she's going to be
And
beautiful.
so I feel like she need to be seen. A lunch, a dinner, or something.
Sure.
Or you can't come to the mastermind. So what's up? What y'all got going on?
So can we do 5 o'clock? Can we do 5?
She probably wants you there. I know when I go to
I know, but we have a okay. So we'll try to push our joint back to like 11,
we do have
maybe.
a podcast.
We'll try to push it back to 11 or 12,
Her shoot
maybe.
is at 10. because I don't know if he lives here.
Let's get back to the podcast, though. We're there's a whole live podcast, and we're trying to get our stuff together. Okay, so we're drawing to a
what I
close
want
anyway.
you guys to get from that is I hold my friends accountable to achieving their goals and being successful in their business and in their personal lives.
Absolutely.
Dre gonna be happy on next Sunday. Period.
Period.
I got you, Dre, because you looked out last week, girl. I got you.
Okay, all right, so
So we got these planners.
we got the planners.
And we're at $1 million in
so
income.
how do we
We've
do
earned a
that?
couple $100,000. What did these planners do to shift? Like you call these your hero product. What happened?
So we sold out in May when we made the $100,000. We sold out because I only bought a couple, about probably 100. We sold out of those.
A couple.
Right.
And so I put them back in stock, kinda, because I made it came with my book.
How long did it take for production?
So I put them back in stock in June a little bit because I have a manufacturer here in Atlanta.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, so one's overseas, one's here
You
in
work with
Atlanta.
Maya? No.
Oh yeah, she actually did do the inside of the first planner. Yeah.
Maya did. Okay, gotcha.
So I did. I put them back in stock in June, and then I did Instant Millionaire Academy, which is the name of my book, Instant Millionaire, and I did an academy around it in July, and so I put them back in stock for the academy. So I did that, and then I did a big restock in August of about 1,500 planners. And so
It
Just
works.
jotting something down real quick.
And so I did a big restock, and I had like a celebrity influencers post them, and I did more paid.
Did you pay those? Did you pay the celebrities?
Yes. So this is when I really put money behind my campaigns. So to put in perspective, in May I had no ads running. Like this was all organic traffic. But by August I had my ads going. I had an email marketing team at the
Hold on,
time.
what'd you do in June and July? Because you did 100 in May, which means you're at like 200 for the year.
Yep.
What about June and July?
June and July, I just did classes and workshops and coaching programs. So in July, when you asked me about what didn't work, what's the business therapy? So it didn't necessarily not work, but it was a $700 program and my audience wasn't ready yet. So I had to kind of shift and pivot and provide payment plans and things of that nature. And like I said, they also didn't like the mindset thing. I had to mix it with business too.
Right.
So that's why we called it business therapy. So that's how in June and July. But in June, just to also put it in perspective, we didn't start making money for real until the third week of June. So my data team always says, like, I have these events that 1 week we just make $70,000 like in 1 week. And so that was kind of how June went because we were tired. Like when after May, like doing the lockdown, doing the market-a-thon, like my team, like we were working at home at the time and we would go upstairs and we'd be like, can we just take a nap? Like, let's just nap together, like for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Like we were exhausted. So that showed me like I can't, tire my team out like that. Like they were working hours, like all day.
You're doing what exactly?
So we were trying to put out all of those different campaigns. So I do, now I have more of a system, but I was doing every product had a new campaign. So a new concept, new graphics, new everything, new emails, new language, like everything was different. So they would be in my house until midnight, so we were just exhausted. Like we were taking company naps and I don't even know if that's the thing.
Company naps.
Company naps.
Dang, that's crazy. All right, so July, we're rolling.
Yep.
August, you must have went absolutely nuts them last 5 months of the year.
No, I mean every month was $100K month from there. Like I haven't did anything less than $100K. So August, that's when we did the restock at the end of the month, and then September, August was actually a little crazy because my team quit. Like everybody quit, everybody left.
Why?
Because I tired them out. I worked them to the bones, and they was like, I think I should, try to go do this somewhere else. Like they were really tired, and this is their feedback that they give me now because we still cool. And actually, one of them came back as a contractor, but her mindset, and I also had people that were my age, so they're going through these developments, and they're like, well, if I do this for her, I can go do this for myself.
Yeah.
And not knowing that I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes
sure,
that y'all don't
for
know
sure.
about. So they left. Both of them left.
What was the feedback that they gave you?
The same, like it was just a lot of work and it was only 2 of us, you know, and I was doing CEO stuff and they had to execute. And one of them said of course they're blaming each other. Like one person not doing this, that. So, you know, that was their feedback, but I was
Do they
by
feel
myself.
like, do you think that if you would have paid them more, do you think they felt like they were doing more work than they were getting paid for at that time?
So I don't know if it was the pay because I mean one person definitely said about the pay they wanted to be paid close to about $50,000 to $60,000, but she was coming from a corporate job, so I understood, but I just didn't have it.
Yeah.
So,
right.
You know,
I feel you, but
I understand. I
love
love
you
you,
work.
actually.
you know what I'm saying, and your output is not matching your request right
for
now.
sure.
So you know, I still have to hire more people. And then the other person was like she said, she felt like her counterpart wasn't putting in enough work. You know, so she was doing everything. So then in August, I also got sick. So August was crazy.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, so I got sick. I found out I had really low iron. Like my iron was depleted. So with that, I didn't even know you could have muscle spasms in your legs. So I couldn't walk. Like if I started walking, I couldn't walk. So the team quit. I got sick, and then UPS almost lost $20,000 worth of inventory. So it was a sucky month.
So September.
September. I went into September. We did the restock at the end of August, and September we did crazy. Like we made $50,000 in the first 5 days with the restock.
What'd you do for the month?
We did about 111, around 111. But for like 2 weeks, because I was by myself, we did that 50,000, and it was just like I had a new team that was coming in, and I had to, you had that low,
for sure.
and trying to get them trained, but they just didn't understand. Like I feel like now that I know like what I'm looking for when I'm hiring, there's certain questions that I ask. I make you do tasks. I make you actually do a project to show me. But I think I hired them for a personality and heart versus work ethic and what they actually knew. So they didn't know what to do. Like in my company, they didn't know what to do, and then they wouldn't talk to me. Like they were so it was so funny because my graphic designer would say like, they're in here scrambling, you just called them, and they in here going crazy, but they wouldn't tell me. I'm the type of person like, I don't know you don't know anything until you say you don't know it. So I just assume you know it. So they wouldn't tell me they didn't understand. So it didn't work out with some of them, and now going into October, we are getting ready for Black Friday, and I'm coming out with these new planners. I'm getting all of that together. So I'm like, okay, I gotta have people. Like,
So for a month and almost 2 months, so all of October to the end of November, you're planning for Black Friday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost 2 months in advance. That's a lot.
That's actually late.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna say it's very late. We're planning for Black Friday now for 2021.
What did you do on Black Friday?
So I did that whole weekend. I want to say we did about $80K.
Nice.
Because we didn't make any money. Like we made about $27,000 from the 1st of November to the 25th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So November did 100,
terrified.
100 and something, I suppose.
Yeah, I was terrified. And we made all our money that last week.
Really? What about December?
So December was my highest grossing month. We did 175.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That is awesome.
Do you feel like now that we're in a new year and you've had an opportunity to have you had an opportunity to analyze data from 2020?
So briefly, we have looked at some like our lifetime value because I also I had a membership last year. So I looked at like what I was doing and what I could do better for 2021.
Do you feel like you've identified what impacted such low lows? Because you go from making $50,000 in the first 5 days of, I think, October to November, going the first 20-something days, making $20-something $1,000. Have you been able to say, okay, this is where we made the misstep? Or even at that time, so sometimes I look at my clients, because that's common, right? And the reason that it happens, especially around that time, is because people become so tunnel vision focused on planning for Black Friday that they forget about the rest of the year, which is why I like to make sure my clients usually have Black Friday done by August so that you're still operating your business on a day-to-day.
That's good.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Did you fall into that trap, so to speak?
Absolutely, because I mean, as I said, we didn't have a team, so I was also training. I was getting contractors in, getting them adjusted. I hired the OBM, getting her adjusted.
What's OBM?
Online business manager.
Okay.
So getting her adjusted to my brand and all of that, and for the first 25 days, and then we were all focusing on Black Friday. And ideally, I would have had like one part of the team focusing on Black Friday, and then another part of the team focusing on the day to day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's key. There's a whole lot, and I know we're probably pushing on time, but I think a huge lesson into how your story develops is many times, lots of times, most times, you got to slow down in order to speed up.
For sure.
You got to slow down in order to speed up, and you can't be afraid of, number one, just going for an innovative idea that you hadn't seen happen before. Yeah. You cannot be afraid to push even harder when a rough patch hits, because in November of 2019, you could have just given up.
Right.
And just said, who's hiring?
Right. For sure.
Who's hiring, right? Your story is just amazing. We will definitely have you come back because I want to see what happens. You new money, right? You're new money right now. You've been doing well 2 years prior, making strong six figures, but then last year having your first taste of what seven figures feels like, and that is huge. I don't know. Does it feel like seven figures is becoming the new six figures?
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like it's getting easier and easier to do because we see so many people doing it. It just
100%.
It's like seven figures.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We got, this year.
Get it done. Just get it done.
100%.
Just get it done.
Well,
think of some.
Go for it. Nah, go ahead. You were doing great.
Think of some. Monrae, I want you to think of some keys that you want to give to the audience. Remember that we have an audience of entrepreneurs who are developing their businesses, both products and services. They are newer to mid-level entrepreneurs for the majority of individuals who are tuned into us. And so think of 3 to 5 things that you want to give to them, of tangible, actionable things that they can begin to do right now to analyze their business from a marketing perspective, and even positioning themselves better from a marketing perspective.
So one.
Wait.
We gotta do a commercial.
Think on it. We're gonna do a quick little commercial,
Yeah.
and you start, Shans.
Okay. All right, cool. For one, if you are listening to this audio, I'm going to ask you, beg you, plead with you to leave a review. We need a 5-star rating. That's the only way that we can get to a larger audience and be respected in this podcasting world, okay? So leave a review and give us a 5-star. If you're watching this YouTube video, I'm going to ask you, beg you, plead with you to like this video. I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, please, and just leave a dope little comment of what you think along the way, okay? So, This episode is sponsored, as always, by themorningmeetup.com, themorningmeetup.com, which is the only community that gathers every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to teach you how to start a business, grow your business, control your the environment that you're in so that you can actually succeed and grow as a network, okay? We have hundreds of people that join every single morning from all across the country, so you need to be a part. So 1 month we did content creation. The month of January, we're doing the Millionaire Mindset, where every single week we're interviewing millionaires. And I'm just gonna dig into the mindset. What is going on in the mindset of a millionaire? So every single month we have a different theme, and you need to be a part, okay? So go to themorningmeetup.com and join today. I'm gonna do something special, okay? You don't even need a promo code, but if you go to themorningmeetup.com, just for listening to this podcast, we're gonna allow you to join for $1 for the entire week. You're going to get the game for $1 for the entire week, okay? So go to themorningmeetup.com and enroll. Donni Wiggins.
All right. This episode is also brought to you by Six Figure EDU, the only community. I love copying Shans. I specifically work with coaches and consultants, helping you guys to develop your business models from scratch. So your coaching program, your consulting program from scratch, regardless of whether you want to put together courses or books, membership programs, one-on-one services, done-for-you services. I am your girl. You want to go to sixfigureedu.com. Again, that is sixfigureedu.com. One more time.
Sixfigureedu.com.
And I also over deliver by helping entrepreneurs who are struggling to remain consistent, posting content on their social media pages. I have a membership group called Post to Paid. I make it so easy for you not to just remember, but to know exactly what to post on social media. I will text it to your phone 3 times per day. And all you have to do to enroll in that is text me to the words Post to Paid, 404-737-2767. And guess what? It's only $37 a month to get that kind of access to me, but I'm gonna match your energy because we have the Marketing Bae here on platform. If you text me and mention Marketing Bae, you will get your first week's access to Post to Paid for $1. Got you. Success leaves clues,
Absolutely,
you guys. All right, and if
100%.
you're gonna copy a cat, copy the right cat.
Yes.
And so that brings us back to you, Monrae.
Thank you so much.
This was dope.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I had fun.
She was so nervous yesterday. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, we actually get that a lot, but I try to assure people it's literally, we're just gonna have a conversation. You'll forget the cameras are on, and we are just gonna have a good conversation.
It was good.
And these are what I'm so glad about the way we run the show is, like, if we were at lunch, we'd have the same exact conversation. We're just letting people in on it now.
Right.
So you did really, really good. And congratulations on all your success.
On all of it. Listen, I cannot wait to see what you do this year.
I'm excited.
Like, I cannot wait to see what you do this
What's
year
the
because
goal?
it's not even just like a numbers goal. We want to know what the goal is, and we're holding you
Definitely
accountable.
know the
But Monrae has heart and integrity, and so that matters a lot. And just really proud of you. At 26 years old, I wish I was doing what you are doing at 26 years old. At 26 years old.
Man.
So I look at you like, you know, a developing little sister relationship, someone that hopefully my daughter and Dre's daughter and, you know, little girls everywhere can look up to and say, just like that, the Nikki with the pink Bentley was it for you. You are building yourself to be it for somebody. And so that's huge. What's the goal this year?
So the goal this year is $5 million.
$5 million.
If I could twerk my jeans
So
too
you're
tight,
going
I would absolutely get
6
up
figures to 1.1 to 5 million. What
5
needs
million.
to happen for you to 5x?
A lot. You know, I have to scale. I have to make sure my team is in place. But more importantly, I want to make sure that the mob this year, 2020.
What's the mob?
My community. The Millionaire Mob is my community. See, they did 5.32 million this year collectively. And then next year, I want them to do 15. So 2021, actually, I want them to do 15.
So what areas are you turning up in? Let me hear the clear strategy on what's going to get us to
So
5.
I'm definitely turning up in these planners.
Okay.
Because even if you don't know or take my classes, you can get the planner. You can start the planner. So I'm definitely turning up the planners. I am creating a high ticket course around creating campaigns.
We are creating a
Yes.
high ticket course.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
First
Let's
of
do
all,
it. I like that. We need to
meant
create.
helping Monrae to create her own high ticket course.
Absolutely. And I'm going to come in and kind of help you with it too.
Okay.
that's good.
All right.
So that's gonna be the campaign blueprint.
I'm so excited about we gonna make $5 million this year. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just let us know what position you need us to play.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That, and I'm also to extend and increase my lifetime value. I'm recreating my membership. So in my perspective, my membership didn't do as well as I wanted to because it was only me. But this year I'm bringing and hiring coaches to be a part of my 3-tier membership. So that's going to increase our lifetime value.
That's
Hey,
awesome. That's awesome.
I'm excited. I'm super
too.
excited for you. So close us out with
Well, let us know how to find you. Let everybody know
Okay.
how to find you. Then you'll close us out with a word of wisdom. Okay? It better be good because we're waiting.
we waiting. Wait.
The pressure.
You got your notepad ready, Shay? Words
Let's
of
go.
wisdom real quick.
So I am Marketing Bae Monrae. You can follow me on all social platforms at Marketing Bae Monrae. Monrae with an A, not Monroe. And you can find me also at marketingbymonrae.com.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Now close us out. Close us out.
So I would say my last words of wisdom would be, sometimes Donni mentioned about your business having ups and downs, but when your business do have those downs, that's your time to listen, to make sure you're like listening and hearing what God or whatever you need to actually listen to do. So I would say just listen, because those were the times that I came up with those $1 million ideas when I was down.
I love it. Well, we can't close it out no stronger than that. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all go follow Miss Monrae. Make sure you go follow Donni Wiggins and myself, David Shands. Go get you some social proof, okay? Go build something, then teach other people how you built it, okay? We out of here.
We are
Peace.
out. Bye.